Oh, we're early, actually. Hello, everybody. It's RobLynnLive coming to you in a couple of seconds now. We're 11 seconds early. I know that's a shocker to everybody.
Better early than late.
True, true. But we probably won't set a precedent here. This will probably just be a one and done kind of thing.
You
So
never know.
it is, let's see. All right, it's now midnight, so we can go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. RobLynnLive coming to you from St. Petersburg, Florida, home of RobLynnLive and Ollie Boy. It's Thursday, the 3rd day of October, 2022. It's a big day in ONPASSIVE, and we'll go into that in just a moment. But please, please, please subscribe to Lynn's YouTube channel and ring the bell. And that way you'll get notified whenever Lynn goes live or posts a video. And of course, here's Ollie. Give a thumbs up to like.
Thumbs up, Ollie. He says thumbs up. Thumbs up. It's paws up. Is that count?
Yeah. So that's from Ollie. He's asking you to give Lynn a thumbs up. Now, today, from what we hear and what we've seen in the back office, and those of you who are logging in on a daily or more often basis know there's a corporate webinar today, Thursday, November 3rd, 2022 at high noon. That's 12 noon Eastern Daylight Time. And there's Collins Manna joining us.
All right, let's introduce Collins.
Okay, we can do that.
Everybody, welcome Collins. Hello, Collins.
Hello, Lynn. Glad to be here. It's really good to be in, Lynn RobLynn show. That is really fantastic. The first time to be here.
What time is it in your neighborhood, by the way?
Wow, this is 4 a.m.
Oh,
4 a.m. Are you off from work today, or are you just getting an early start or a late start?
I'm off, really off.
Oh my God.
That's why I'm able to be here today.
Oh my God. We have a lot of people greeting you. We have Dr. Benny says hello to you. So does Karen. Agrawal says hello to you as well. And we have Elsie Patch welcoming you. Greg Hill and Kaylee, Casey Zevenbergen. Who else? David Rozowski.
Man, you're more popular than I am.
Peter.
Oh my goodness.
You can take a
Roy Davies says hello. And we have Kaylee saying hello to you as well. They're all familiar with you. You know, you're part of the OTech Pros and they've seen you quite a bit. And Dr. Benny says, are you serious, Brother Collins, about the time that it is for you?
It's 4 a.m., Dr. Benny.
Can you sleep in, though?
Wow, this is really, when it comes to ONPASSIVE, Michael Williams said you can't sleep.
Correct.
Why should we sleep?
Sleepless in the UK.
Yeah.
And we just came from O Winners webinar, and I don't know how many of you were on O Winners webinar.
Many of them.
And if you were, can you say something about the Winners webinar, what you thought of it? I thought it was pretty good. What did you think, Colin?
Oh, it was fantastic. Honestly, it was really emotional. DJ Skipper, what we saw, especially the Dubai Mall, it was really, I tried to put myself into DJ Skipper, being part of it. It was really, really crazy. Looking at all those hundreds of people passing by, with ONPASSIVE on the big screen running is so amazing. Asking myself, I'm a founder, being part of this journey, watching that and knowing fully well that those people who are passing, some of them, maybe they are founders, we don't know. The majority of them will be customers. Majority of them will be customers or resellers. And you as a founder, you are just like a midget among those people walking by and just like an alien. My goodness, what am I saying? I just feel like goosebumps.
Go ahead, Colin. Sorry.
It was just like goosebumps over everywhere. And I said, wow, I just want to put myself in there and just have that feeling, that moment, knowing fully well that ONPASSIVE will blow the planet. It's so amazing.
certainly gave a little extra validation to the fact, ooh, we're still advertising over there.
Every
Yes.
5 seconds, right? He said every 5 seconds. That's just blows my mind.
Mind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh, so many hellos to you, Collins. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Wow. People, people know
Really,
you.
really appreciate, really appreciate everyone. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, warm welcome to you. I can see everybody's happy to have you here. So share what you think about tomorrow, Collins, your excitement about the corporate webinar and what's going to be coming up for us.
Tomorrow will be mind-blowing. Like I said today, no amount of seatbelt will be able to hold you down. You need maybe a chain. You really need that chain to chain yourself down, because tomorrow, I think Mr. Ash Mofara will unleash something that we've never heard. You know, when he always comes, he always brings something new. Always brings something new. So, you know, founder, I always say come with an open mind. Take your pen and paper, as Oliver said, drink a cup of water or your maybe little, you know, drinks around you, because it will be hot tomorrow. Because remember, we are in November. The World Cup is around the corner. ONPASSIVE is about to erupt and blow this planet. So we should get ready. You know, it is hot, because we've just come into, you know, to a new era. We always talk about the end of the founding position and long time ago, and the end of the pending founder, which ended maybe 2 days ago. Now is the beginning of a new era, really beginning of a new era. You know, it was like, you know, really sweet and bitter, knowing that a lot of people out there, those who really don't know about ONPASSIVE, will not be able to be a founder anymore for whatever price, as our CEO said. You cannot be a founder. But that's bittersweet. But again, we need to move on, you know, and that's why I look behind and look at those who've come before us, you know, try to you know, pay my tribute to them, like the ONPASSIVE Nation, who took all the heat on social media, like Marty Digamo Downstreet, Mike Ellis, the time where people couldn't stick their head out. They were the first to stick their head out and say, yes, we've seen something massive coming. You know, they believe in the dream and the vision of Mr. Ash Mofara. With all the insult on social media, there are people who came as well, but they couldn't stand that heat and they disappeared. But these three guys, you know, stood the test of time, believing that whatever Mr. Ash is doing will be for the good of mankind, not only for Mr. Ash Mofara. And this gives Mr. Ash Mofara the hope, you know, and the zeal to move forward with what we are about to see, maybe in the next coming days or weeks, you know. And we look at the chat monitor again, John Barilla, who said, you know what, I cannot sit indifferent. I will go out and try to make my own voice heard. Go into the chat everywhere, form the crew, you know. There are a lot of them, like Dr. Benny here. They said, no, we cannot sit quiet. They went behind, you know, and tried to make sure our chat and everything is really cool and nice. I want to give tribute to them because they have done well. You know, Red Reference as well, stick the head out and say, you know what, we cannot sit quiet. We need to do things. Join with the ONPASSIVE 360. You know, we can mention a lot of people who stick their head out, knowing fully well that what Mr. Ash Mofara is doing is great. The dream and the vision of Mr. Ash Mofara. And today we are seeing the fruit of the dream of one man, you know, that would flip the planet upside down. And not the Hyderabad team, who believe as well, because they want to make different. They didn't come like we saw the doctors and all of those people in the old media, not because of money. You know, last time I said, Magic Digamo, thank God Magic Digamo say it again. They didn't come because of money, but because they want to make the difference. They know that they are part of history, something that will blow, because their children's children will look back and say, our mom, our dad made the right decision. So too with the founders, we made the right decision, because our children will be proud of us. And you know what? It's mind-blowing. We can go on and on, but it's just like crazy when you think about ONPASSIVE.
Yeah, ONPASSIVE exceeds our expectations, massively exceeds our expectations. And even though we think we know what's coming, guess what, people? We don't know what's coming.
We don't know, yes. We don't really know. We know just 1%. Some say 10%. But I believe I know just 1% or maybe 0.5%.
Yeah.
And just what Ms. Ashford have shown us, that's the only thing I know. But things are coming that we don't know. Because I believe, that's my opinion, that ONPASSIVE will touch every sector. Every sector we know. You know, ONPASSIVE will touch it. ONPASSIVE will be like a supermarket where you will go in, you come out with a basket full of products.
Mhm.
You will not look anywhere.
No need.
No need.
One-stop shopping right
A
here.
complete
Yeah.
ecosystem. It's like going to a shopping mall, like a huge shopping mall, and everything on your shopping list is there and more. You never
Yes.
leave that shopping mall.
Yes. You don't need to go anywhere. It's just there. You come in and you everything is in there for you. Oh, that's ONPASSIVE. That is ONPASSIVE for us. You know, there's everything you need. One-stop shop, you know, single sign-on. You come in and you are there. You know, there is just no way you can look somewhere else. And it's affordable, high value and affordable price. Who else? We always want something affordable. We want quality things for affordable price.
And what attracts customers? It's high value, right? Because for me,
Yes.
I'm going to shop somewhere where the prices are very, very low, yet I get good products and services. That's where I will go, and I will go there again and again. Oh, our doggy is a little bit
Yeah.
asking for attention. So, shh, Ali, shh.
And that's the truth, because you will not only go there, but you will point a lot of people there and say, you know what? Where did you get this? Oh, from that shop. Oh, I'm going there. Oh, go. The quality is good and it's of high value. You know, we will tell the story of ONPASSIVE. The founders will tell the story of ONPASSIVE.
And
Don't
then-
look anywhere. Go there.
And when people buy something and they're happy, what do? They tell others, right? It's
Yes.
a natural thing that people are going to do.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. We cannot keep quiet. That's it. Because once you see something good, you cannot keep quiet. You always want to talk about it and say, you know what, this is it. I have it. This is where I got it. You can go there and also you'll get it for yourself. You know, and ONPASSIVE will always deliver. Always deliver. As our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara, said, they will always build. That's the technology company. They don't stop there. Where we always think they've stopped, I believe Mr. Ash Mufara already know what will come in 40 years. You know, it's already there in his mind, planning. Remember last time he said the ecosystem is done. Now they're planning the next phase and the next phase and the next phase and the next phase.
That's right.
It's just crazy.
So this is why companies will not be able to catch up to us, right, Collins? As far as even the software, I cannot see another company doing what we're doing, having what we have.
Yeah, because we're already 10 years or if maybe 10 years ahead. You know, look at what Mr. Ashmufara showed us last time. I looked at it, and you know, sometimes when you look at other software I've used, you look at what Mr. Ashmufara showed us, I went deep again and start to look at other software. It's not there. It's not there. So we are already ahead. By the time they will start to think of pulling this, bringing this together, we are already thinking about something else. Mr. Ashmufara is thinking about something else, not that again. You know, so it will always be there and always be there. And even the products that we have, there will always be enhancement. You know, they'll always enhance it, add new features upon features, you know, revamp it, make it new. So it will never get old. Every time you go, there is something new. Every time you go, there is something new in the features with the product we are using and services. And then new products also will be coming.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I think that, you know, I think Marty DeGarmo has said, there's going to be a race, but it's going to be a race for second place.
Correct. Yes, that's 100% true. 100% true. You need the second place, but there is no way. Because there was time I spoke to a friend today and was telling me about a company building one of the biggest data center. And this guy is in ONPASSIVE. I said, you know what I'm telling you? ONPASSIVE will build the biggest data center. The biggest. I said, even what we have now is massive. You know, 1 billion founder customers can come in and sit there. It will not blink. And we're talking the second one coming again. What do you think the second one will be? And whoever is thinking about building a data center, forget. Now you can build it, yes, but do you have the heart? Can you make it affordable for others? So Mr. Ashmufara is not driven by money. We already know. He said, I'm not driven by money. I just want to provide value for the customer for affordable price, because there is a lot, enough on this planet Earth for everybody to share. But when you have those people who are greedy and they think like they want to have everything for themselves and let the rest can die, that's not a good way of doing business. So Mr. Ashmufara is showing a clean and a good way of doing business where everybody wins. Customers, resellers, and founders alike.
That's right. And we want to quote Gay Rubin, who says, Collins, we love your energy into ONPASSIVE and the in-depth of the great work done by the tech team in Hyderabad. It's mind-blowing.
Wow.
That it is. That it is.
So we want to thank Satya for his super sticker.
Thank you, Satya. We appreciate you very much, as always.
Thank you for the super sticker. My doggy is acting up because I'm actively on this RobLynnLive, and he can't stand that he's not the center of attention. He's freaking out. But that's because he's our only dog. He's the only child in our family. That's to be expected, I think.
He's got his Wednesday now. He's got his toy, so he'll be all right chewing on his, what's that made out of? A sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Yeah, good for him.
And Angela says, thank you, Mara and June, for a beautiful background.
It is a beautiful background, and we'll show it in a little bit.
And Karina says, who's excited for tomorrow's webinar? I am. Me.
Wow.
I'm beyond excited. I think it's going to be a historic webinar, in my opinion, because we're so close to the point of selling products to the public. Collins, we're just a stone's throw away, aren't we?
100% true. The beginning of a new era. You know, the new day is down for everyone.
The new internet has arrived.
Yes, that is it. 100%. You know, people will wake up and they will look and say, what is this? What am I seeing? When? You know, they'll be asking that question, when, how? All those questions. Say yes, because you didn't want to look at it. I know there are people who didn't, you know, that sometimes the message, Lord, we know a lot of people didn't get it, but to those who really receive it and reject, I don't know what they will do when they get up tomorrow and they see the same ONPASSIVE. And their family member will ask them, did you really know about this? Say, yes, a friend told me, but what did you do? I reject. I'm telling you, their family will hate them for life.
The family will be very, very disappointed with them for sure.
Yeah. So they called you to be a founder and you say no. I'm telling you, the family will not be happy, will not be pleased.
Yeah, it's going to be
and this is the time we will come in and said, you know, it was just $97. Because we are planning to come up with a t-shirt. Bob already revealed it today. Just $97. ONPASSIVE, the beautiful, the most expensive ONPASSIVE t-shirt, but we'll write it there with all the logo of ONPASSIVE underneath. Just $97.
Just 97.
Just $97.
Just 97.
And
So it is coming.
Yeah, what I like that is that it's like food for thought. It's like
yeah. What is just 97?
You're gonna say, what is that? Then you have a way to begin a conversation.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
That's
For sure.
Just 97. You know, we brainstormed it yesterday, Lynn, you were there. We talk about it, and we said we're coming out with a t-shirt, just 97. ONPASSIVE, where I need to win it, underneath, just 97.
I love it. Thank you, Satya. Appreciate it.
Very nice. Thank you for your super sticker as always. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And Dr. Benny said it will be a historic webinar, Auntie Lynn.
Should I bring up we even have a topic tonight, or should we just chat with Collins?
You can just chat with him, and because we have like Daryl saying, what's that sound? Cha-ching! Apples for everyone.
It's gonna, and as Marty said this morning or at noon, it's going to rain apples and cha-ching from the bottom. It's not raining from the top, it's raining from the bottom up.
Yep. See the excitement of David. He says, I'm so excited. I'm vibrating. I'm vibrating so hard. I'm hovering. And Yoti says, I'm excited 100%. Wow. Lot of anticipation.
The beauty about it, Lynn, a lot of people, when I look at ONPASSIVE, yes, all of us will be successful. That is true. All the founders, you are fine, as Brother Oliver always said. You know, everything, your bottom line will be taken care of. It doesn't matter when, how, because it's not a get rich quick. But again, at some point, all of us will be fine, the 1.4 million founders. But remember, it is not about that. The truth is, you are part of history. That's the beauty. That's how I feel it. You are part of history, something massive, where your children's children will look back and say, my great grand, they were part of this movement called ONPASSIVE. You'll be interviewed. If we are still alive, God bless, 10, 15 years from now, people will come and interview. How did it happen? Were you there? I heard that your doors, journalists will come and interview you. So all the founders, get ready, because you will say this. They will interview because you started, you are part, you were there, you saw it from the beginning.
The world will know your name,
the
according to
world, as Mr. Alpha said, the world will know your name. And it is true. Sometimes when I walk, even in America, I believe you have bridges there written, you see the stones, people's name and on it. Those who work to build that bridges, their name are being remembered, and their children now are proud of their granddad. That is how our children and family will be proud of us, that we made the right decision. We saw it, the timing to jump into ONPASSIVE, to say, yes, it is true. That belief and that faith, the leap of faith we took without seeing anything, no product, nothing, but believe in the hope and the dream of one man, Mr. Ashbufara.
just 97, and we're off to financial heaven. That's all I can say.
I mean, what company will offer you this residual income for life with the work being done for you for a mere $97? Tell me, what other?
Yes. Yeah, that is really crazy. You are part of history. You are part of everything. Your CEO, it will be one of the greatest ever, sitting and talking to you. And people will interview, did you really speak with Mr. Ashmufara? They say, yes. I always talk with him, and this some of the pictures in the meeting. How cool is that? That you're talking to one of the greatest. Last time Mr. Ashmufara said something about all those great people, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, all those people. Just imagine that you were part of the history where you stood beside Martin Luther King, and you can produce that picture and say, I was there, or Mandela, or the great guys who've really turned the planet upside, like Indira Gandhi, all those people. Ask yourself, you are there, part of them, and people will look at you and say, my goodness, you are a great man to stand beside these people. That's how they will look at us tomorrow. Sitting on a webinar with Ashmufara, we cannot see it now, but the time is coming. You will look back and say, my goodness, so I'm part of this. You'll be proud of yourself. All the founders, you need to, give a pat on your back and say, you made the right choice.
And get ready, like you said, we're going to be well known. Everybody's going to know all the founders in the world. And can you imagine when eventually people want to speak with you? They want to talk to you. They want to ask you about your journey. I'm sure they're going to be guidelines for us to follow from them.
Yes.
Whatever the improper things, I'm sure they're going to guide us on what we can say and if we can break.
Right?
Yeah.
You
could imagine.
Yeah.
But
it'll be really fun, and that's the the joy that is in my heart, that you are part of the journey. Your name is written on old mail, old decks, old trim, old tracker, because you did the beta testing. You saw it, you play with it at the initial state before it went out. You are part of history. You were there in the low time and high time when people's spirit are dampened and they feel like, my God, when are we going to see this? And all of these things, sometimes we don't even know the amount of stress even our CEO, Mr. Ashbufara, usually goes through. But he always comes with a smiling face, smile with us. But sometimes you don't see the difficult and the rough time. Because in technology, there is never smooth time. There's always difficult until you get it right. But he always come with us, sit with us, give us the happy part, the nice things, but the ugly things is difficult, because I believe in Mr. Ashbufara tell us some of the ugly things. Most of the founders, half of them will disappear. But thank God that he's somebody, he knows how to pull himself together and always say the things to give us that hope, because he believes that what he wants to do, not only for the founders, but for mankind, is massive, and those who believe in him always stood beside him and said, you know what, we are with you. That's why I say Marty Digabo always said, I will die with you. I will follow you to the rest of my life. That word is massive. That's the belief.
Yeah. And I do think that each and every one of us, maybe we don't quite realize how special we are. Our place in ONPASSIVE is unique, just being founders of this company. That's my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. It's a unique position. Very, very unique. And we will never see it again.
A unicorn before it's born.
Yeah.
No, there's no movement or company or corporation like this. It's unheard of.
Never. Where every founders, we are all smiling. Those who came 2018, right to the last person, all smiling without receiving a dime. When you speak to someone, they tell you, oh, have you started making money? You say, no. Then why are you smiling? It's because we believe.
We've
I
seen
think this is the only thing, the only thing I've done for nothing, and I have the hope and faith, and I believe in it 100%.
And I think we'll get rewarded, just for being patient and being faithful, loyal believers. Mr. Mufara appreciates that. That's what built this company, our loyalty, our faith, and our belief.
Yeah. I remember Andy Beck said the only thing he have done for nothing, and he's doing it with joy and happiness, with gladness. And the Beck always said that for the entire life, he always worked for money. How much will you pay me? But ONPASSIVE is the only thing he has done for nothing, and he's doing it with joy, with no stress. So happy to do it, and again and again and again. He always say it. And I believe all the founders too, they are just happy and blessed to be part of it.
That's for sure.
Especially those who are plugging. Only those who are not plugging, they always say, oh, but we are not getting it because they are not plugging. But those founders who are really plugging, if you can search in their heart, they will tell you this is the best thing that has ever happened.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a company or a movement that has a 3 times a week update to their website? That's unheard of.
No. And so it'll be once a day. And remember, Mr. Ashbufara said even the tech team in Hyderabad want to do it every hour. He said, no, slow down. We just want it once a day. don't go down.
Let's not get too carried away.
But it will happen every 10 minutes, maybe one day. Who knows?
Who knows? So that's the beauty and joy. You look at it from the tech team, even to the cleaners, the security guard. They are doing it, knowing fully well that they are part of history. Remember, Mr. Alfred told us about someone who came to deliver, and the guy said, don't pay me, just go, just leave it, because I just want to be part of history. He said, but why you go? Why? No, we have to just pay you because you are working. He said, no, just leave it. So they are happy. People are just happy to be part of something massive, to say, you know what? I was there. I know it. I drove and I delivered something to that company, for that company.
Wow.
You
are special indeed. We want to thank Satya. He says, you are invited to the Corporate and Founders Only Live International Web Conference with Mr. Ash Mufara and team, November 3, 2022, 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thank you for that.
Now, there's someone that's focused and tuned in.
Satya is amazing. And Desola says, I'm just too overwhelmed. I can't wait to see Ash's face to face. Well, I wait to see Ash face to face. God bless him. And Collins too, you're gonna get to meet Mr. Mufara. And not too far from now. You'll get to meet him.
Oh, I just hope to see Mr. Mufara and just bless, the woman that gave birth to such a man.
Mm-hmm.
And to have people with good heart is really difficult to find.
Oh yeah. His mother, as we were saying, she must be a very exceptional lady
Yeah,
to have
because this,
to raise him and make him who he is. You know, he's
yeah,
special.
only someone like Mr. Ashbora can do this. It's difficult, really difficult. Because if you look at it, not only doing this, but you look at the pain, the pain going through this, and most of the most difficult challenges Mr. Ashbora have had has come from the founders, not even from those who are coming, from the founders.
That's the irony of it all, huh?
Yeah, yeah. So that's the most difficult thing. I don't think even some of us can even handle this. Maybe with me, should have kicked most of the founders out of the business. But he said, no, 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 leave them. I just want them to stay and have fun. It is hard to see someone. That's why we say it's hard to see someone like this. You must have that heart, that patient, to say, all right, everybody, I'll dwell on the good side, not on any bad side. I just want to concentrate on what is good and the big, thing that God has just put in front of me to
Big
deliver on passive.
right. And Pam Kralik says Ash is so humble. He always recognizes the hard work of his employees and gives them the glory. He loves us as his family of founders, and everything he does is for us.
Fantastic. That's true. Not only even the founders, Mr. Ash Mufara even looked after not only the employee, but their family. Have you ever seen a CEO that cares for their family? He doesn't look at them. He always asks them. He treats them as brothers. He is the CEO of this massive company, but he treats all the employees as brothers and sisters. Look after their family. Who will see ONPASSIVE and said, I don't want to work for ONPASSIVE?
What CEO gives away cars, iPads, iPhones, MacBook Pros, money?
Yeah.
There's not a CEO walking the planet. And this man walks the walk. He just doesn't talk the talk.
Yeah.
Such a generous, generous boss. Who wouldn't want to have a boss like him?
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. It's a really good boss. He looks at always the positive side of everybody. He doesn't dwell on the negatives. He just dwell on the positive and said, and he is, if I look at Mr. Ash Mufara, I can say I've learned a lot from him. I've really learned a lot from him. That had, the worst thing is patience, because sometimes I said I'm one of the person who is really impatient. I don't really have that patience, but I've learned how to be patient from Mr. Ash Mufara. Because I just want, okay, let's do it like this. Can we do it like this? Okay, if we cannot do it like this, so what else? So that patience is just like, we just have to move forward. We just have to move forward. Sometimes you get frustrated if things are not moving, but you look at Mr. Ash Mufara and say, oh my God, he's really a patient man. He listens, which is really good, really cool about him. That's the one of the characteristics of a good leader.
Yeah, he's a good leader, but he teaches us to be good as well. I like
Correct.
that
Yeah.
he's teaching us for months now. He teaches us to have the right mindset, and I really like that. I think that instead of going into just the details about the company and the products and all of that, he spends quite a bit of time teaching us to have the right attitude. I think it
Correct.
really has gone a long way with us.
Yeah, it was really a journey, and that's why we said if you miss this journey, you've missed a lot. If you come in for the money, you will enjoy the money without knowing how the journey is, because the journey plus the money is something that you look at it and say, my goodness, this is really good. But that journey itself is really, really cool. The money, you can get the money, you will not even know, because there's nothing. You said, okay, I came for the money. Yes, that's it. But you can't really have that feelings like someone who was there plugging in, enjoying the ride until we get to where we are. Because those are the people who tell the story of ONPASSIVE. Those who came in for the money and they just open their wallet to it, they don't know anything. They'll be happy. Oh, I just got it from somewhere. I joined this business. They don't even know what is ONPASSIVE. Even to say it's an AI company, they don't even know. So there is no feelings for people like that. The heart of giving, I don't think the heart of giving will even be there. But I believe if, I always tell my brother Oliver, Bob, when we sit, I said, if 500,000, and Bob said no, if 100,000, those who have plugged in can replicate what Mr. Ash Mofara have done and teaches us, Mr. Ash Mofara will be the most happiest person.
Yeah. It's
Know
all
that my job is done.
Isn't he trying to teach duplication? You know, we duplicate ourselves.
Yeah. If 100,000 can duplicate themselves, I think Mr. Ash Mofara dream on this planet Earth, you know, is accomplished.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're going. Mr. Ash has done so much to change everyone. I feel everyone has changed for the better just by being in ONPASSIVE, just by listening to his wise words. He's done miracles with us.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool. That's the beauty of ONPASSIVE. We learn. It's a school. Because sometimes I used to speak to some of the founders, told them, I said, you know what I've learned for 2.5 years in ONPASSIVE, I don't think I can give you for one day, because it's a lot of information. I don't think you can just call me and say, tell me, because I don't know where to start. Because it's a lot.
Auntie Helen says, you're so right, Collins. I will love for us to learn all the virtues from our CEO, Ash. Let's pay attention to his example. And Amy he says, Ash Mofara is an amazing human
Being.
man.
Human man.
Human man. Yes, he's very amazing. So yeah, we're blessed to have him as our CEO. Can't have anybody better than him. Everybody, you can see the comments today, how people admire Mr. Mofara for who he is and what he has done for the company and for us. Lots of admiration. Ash Mofara. Amy says, hashtag Ash Mofara. And we have Sikh Taj saying, simple as simple. In ONPASSIVE, if you snooze, you will definitely lose. So stay tuned, be updated. Prayers to all of the ONPASSIVE global family. Gratitude to engineer Mohammed Kamal and to our tech team in Hyderabad and Dubai. Gratitude, Mr. Ash Mofara. See what I'm saying? There's lots of gratitude.
And the gratitude thing, it's an attitude. If you look around, all the ONPASSIVians, you've got people being grateful.
Yeah.
Before they get their first nickel.
Yes, that's true.
We're grateful for just the opportunity, just to surround ourselves or be surrounded by the aura of Ash. It's mind blowing, it really is.
And Amy says Ash Mofara is an amazing human.
Yeah, and that's the truth. We just have to show our gratefulness, to God, who brought Mr. Ash Mofara into this planet, and to the mom and the family, and just for the inspiration.
Yeah.
Because if we are not grateful for most of the things we've known, the 1%, even if Mr. Ash Mofara opened the bigger thing, we will not be grateful, because it said, if you are not grateful for little things, that's what the Bible said. Even if they bless you with massive things, you will not be grateful.
And I thought it was interesting, people saying that however you are today, when you get apples, you'll just be more of that what you were. So if you were a maybe greedy person or a selfish person before the apples come, when the apples come, what are you going to be? More greedy. More
greedy, yes. If you don't have the heart of giving, you'll never ever. And one of the things,
and if you'll be a better person, right? If you're good.
Correct. Yeah. Because sometimes people look at the $97. I said it's just out of Mr. Ash Mofara's generosity. All of us, the 1.4 million founders, $97. Honestly, we didn't deserve it to be part of it. Sometimes I said, let any founders from those who came in 2018 right to the last person, let one person put the hand up, said, I deserve it. None of us deserve it. But out of Mr. Ash Mofara, gratitude and the way he wants things to be, he said, you know what, I will give it away. It's just that it was really not easy for someone to say, come in for nothing. He said, let me see if you can take the leap of faith. I will put a tag. It was $997, brought it down to $97. I want to see those who will take the leap of faith. Come in, believe in me. I've stretched my hand out. Are you ready to come with me? I know the journey will not be easy, but together we can make it. Do you believe? But some people took the $97 and think like, what is this? You know, but honestly, it's out of the heart of Mr. Ash Mufara. Because if we look at the value of ONPASSIVE, honestly, to become a founder, for me, I'll tell you, when I look at the products and everything, it costs $1 million for you to become a founder for this company.
Wow.
If I look at it, you put the price tag.
Yeah.
Mr. Amra can tell you, and there are people who will pay that $1 million to be founders. There will not be, few people will come in, but those people will be billionaire instantly.
Wow.
They'll be billionaire instantly.
Wow.
Because technology is something you don't do. So if people take it for granted, I said it is free. Mr. Ashmufara give us for free. Come in. I want those who are struggling. The 97%, he said it, the 97% of those who have tried something and failed, life didn't work out well for them. I want these people, because look at it, it's only 3% that are successful, 97%. So that $97 is a symbolic thing. It's not the price tag or the value of ONPASSIVE. It's symbolic.
That's right. I agree with that. We have people's old parents here. She's got a Bible study to go to, so she has to leave. But thank you for being here.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Thank you.
Lots of chat among the group. People saying hello to one another. Yes, Excel. Oh, Sukio says, our kind-hearted person, CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. Yeah. Beyond kind, you guys. He does so much for each and every one of us. His heart is in the right place. We're blessed to have him. And we have our AR Kumaran. He
saying
wants
hi to
say,
Brother Collins.
yeah.
Hello.
Yang Gang says, boom, kaboom, actually, kaboom.
Kaboom.
And we have Rachel.
Rachel said, attitude is vital if one has to succeed. I'm sure he doesn't want to carry with him failures, because failure is not an option. That's why the emphasis is on mindset and attitude. We really need to give gratitude to our CEO. Yes, we do.
Our hearts are full of gratitude. And you can see that with this thank you right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ash. Thank you, RobLynn from Diana. Hello, Diana.
Good
Thank
to have
you.
you here. Collins, we are so grateful to have you. I mean, the contribution you make to these webinars is really priceless, totally priceless to me. David,
Thank you, Lynn.
You're welcome. Attigrat. He made up a new word called Attigrat, and it means the attitude.
The attitude of gratitude. Attigrat. All right, I'm in.
And we have ONPASSIVE, Daryl saying, love your passion and knowledge, Brother Collins. Thank you. Lots of appreciation to you, Collins. And we have Karina saying, Ash is our brother.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Much younger brother in my case, but he's our brother.
Your brother, yeah.
A very genius brother. How's that? We call him a genius. And we have Mohammed Noor.
I've never seen how happy I am with ONPASSIVE. Nothing makes me happier than ONPASSIVE. There's nothing in the world that compares to ONPASSIVE. Thank you, Mr. Ash.
Oh, see, there's another thank you. We have a thank you, Mr. Ash, from Tiana. Tiana says he's our brother ONPASSIVE.
Very nice, Tiana.
And we have
George.
George
from Cameroon. ONPASSIVE Collins, we are fine. Thanks, Ash.
Thank you.
Should we wake Oliver up, or Oliver went to sleep early? You're up at 5 a.m. almost. And we're,
thank you, Dr. Benny.
We need you every night, please, says Dr. Benny. And we
have thank you.
Saying gratitude, Mr. Ash Mufara.
Very nice.
MK Lee says boom. And we have Yin Yang. Great to have you on RobLynnLive, Collins Mana. You're appreciated.
Yes, he is.
Thanks.
Peter Detko saying, Collins, you make excellent points. Ash and all our founders appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, David says $97 is a gesture to those who believe in his vision, his gift to us, I believe. And that's how I feel myself. $97. Don't you think, Collins, is a gift?
It's really a gift, and that's why a lot of founders, some those who never wanted to join, they said, "Who can give you all of this for $97?" It's like you go to a coffee shop to get a cup of coffee, and they said the owner said, "You know what? I'll give you the whole of this shop." You'll be like, "What? Are you really serious to give me the whole of this shop for $97?" And that's why a lot of founders will look at it and say, "You know what? It's too good to be true," and it's true. It's too good to be true, because what is happening now, even by the time we start to see what will happen, and then you look back and said it's $97, some of the founders would look back what they have achieved, their achievement, and the way ONPASSIVE have transformed their lives, and said, "I got all of this for $97. You know, your neighbor will never believe you. He will say, you are a joke. You are really joking. Who will give you all of this? The nice cars, your house, and everything, your zip code of change, and you said you got it for $97. I'm telling you, the person will tell you are just joking. You are a big liar." And it's true. It's too good to be true.
There's going to be many, many people that say, "Why didn't you tell us about this?" Well, I did. But you weren't interested.
Or they're going to say, "Why didn't you convince me?" When I said no, why didn't you convince me? Well, this is how we look at it. It's ONPASSIVE, the foundership was meant to be for certain people. It's not for everyone. And Ash Mufarah has said that himself, that if people turn us away, it's okay. You know, in the long run, it's going to be okay. People can still come in as resellers, and they'll do perfectly fine as resellers. So
Yeah.
for those of you who got turned down, just take comfort in the fact that they'll be all right. The people that turned you down, if they see the light, they'll come in as resellers. Correct, Collins?
100%. The beauty of everything, everything that is so successful, hardly, have that flashiness, that beauty, because it's always pain to do it. But everything, they said, every glitter is not gold. ONPASSIVE came in, there was no glitter on ONPASSIVE. But to those that cut division and said, "You know what, this will be massive," like the 1.4 million founders, they cut division. There was no beauty on it. But as we move through the journey, it became more clearer and clearer and clearer. The light started shining, the spark coming and coming, until now we are seeing it and say, "Wow, this is it." Remember, our CEO said, had it been he told us everything, some of us would have disappeared. But he kept it. The vision was in his heart, but it was just really revealed it as we move, along the journey. And here we are now. Started as a simple marketing platform, and then moved to something like a full-blown IT company driven by artificial intelligence. That is the crazy. You have all this dream, but you say, "No, if I tell them, they will never believe me. I'll keep it and give them bit by bit, bit by bit." And the more we stay, the more we are looking at it and say, "My goodness, this is massive." And just the one, I always said 0.5%, I don't want to call 10%. We know, it's massive. Remember, Mike Ellis said it. He said, "Give me only old tracker or old trim, I'll be the world richest man." This, Patrick Gamo said, "Give me old connect, I don't need anything anymore." That is fine. But we're talking about a digital ecosystem, one-stop shop, everything, dozens of products.
And heavy lifting done for us.
Everything done for you, automated. You don't have to do anything. And that's the beauty about ONPASSIVE, because a lot of people didn't believe, because they said, "Who will pay you for not doing something?" Because we always have that mindset that you have to work for you to get paid. The mindset of working, you get paid. If you don't deliver, you'll never get paid. But now we are coming into a system where the system will work for you. And you can have that time and financial freedom to do whatever you like whilst you are sleeping and making money. As Warren Buffett said, if you don't look for a way to make money, you will work until you die.
Yeah, and we don't want to work until we die, my goodness.
That is it.
Amen. I want to enjoy life. I want to do the things that mean a lot to me. And what means a lot to each individual is different. Some people will just want to just hang loose, stay home and just veg. Other people will want to just travel. Maybe other people is going to spend the rest of their life helping others.
Yeah.
all different things that we want to do, but whatever it is, we
Yeah.
have freedom to do it.
So that's the beauty. And I believe a lot of companies will look at it and say, you know what, we just have to change. Innovation, if we don't change and follow suit, nobody will come to us.
That's right. The
That's the
future.
beauty of ONPASSIVE. The beauty of ONPASSIVE. You look at ONPASSIVE, everything is just like mind blowing, and it's too good to be true. Too good to be true.
Exactly.
And even after they've launched, it will be still good to be true. People will be looking up after ONPASSIVE launch to the world. They'll be looking up like the way people were looking. Manny the Gamut said something, and I was like, people were looking when I think Chris Johnson, when the first rocket went to moon, people were looking. He said that time he was a child looking up, looking. That's how people will look at ONPASSIVE. My God, where is it coming from?
Yeah. And Deborah Shaw says a year or two ago, Ash said that one of the lawyers told him he could be the richest man in the world and wondered why he wanted to share the wealth with us. Ash replied, "Why not?"
Yeah, so why not? Because he's not motivated by money. He cares more about mankind. He wants to give you what you want. He said, okay, is it money you want? Come in. He said there is enough for everybody. Ash always said it. The world is enough for everybody. And when people say there is shortage of something, I remember Ash said it. If we look at it from creation of this world, he said from time about 100, how many years? Hundreds of years ago, what happened? The population, always a population. He said these people have stayed on this planet Earth, but they never take everything. So there's enough of wealth. It's just that greedy people have just hold it and they say, you know what? They look at their fellow human being and said, I'm not giving you anything. They greed. And there are times I said, light, God give us light, mankind sold it. They give us water, we deprive others from drinking good water. But one of the things, God hide oxygen because he knows if God open oxygen, show us the source of oxygen, we will sell it and everybody will die. Greedy people will go to the source and block it for everyone to die. I said this before, and it is happening. Look at when COVID happened, people in the hospital, they cannot have oxygen. So ONPASSIVE is something that is coming that will transform every corner, every sector. It will be, as I said, the correction, to the corruption.
Or the solution to the
pollution.
Yeah, that's it.
Daniel's funny. He says, David, I'm in the NFL club. No friends any longer.
That's cool. We'll see them at the top.
It's because
Hi there.
people don't get what he gets. It's not because he doesn't have friends. You know what I'm saying, right?
Right.
ONPASSIVE is the way. It's the way.
It was created.
If you're not excited, then I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta pinch yourself.
Yeah, if you're not excited.
Created for the needs of people, not for the greed of people.
Correct.
That's what sold us. It's taking care of your fellow man.
Yeah, that is it. ONPASSIVE is here to stay, to transform lives. People will tell the story of ONPASSIVE for generations to come.
What is this for ONPASSIVE? What is it? It's the real deal, brother.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Really, really big. And as said, if you think we've seen anything, we've not seen it yet. It's still massive.
It's only going to get more massive.
ONPASSIVE is massive. That's our motto.
Yeah. So when we get to the top, we'll create a new top.
Yes, exactly. And Peter Dutko says, ONPASSIVians, this is your time to shine. Recognize this and use your apples to help your families and other needy people. That's lovely.
Well said, Peter. Well said, Peter from Massachusetts.
And Jamal says, we love ONPASSIVE family. No more paycheck to paycheck. Real money is ONPASSIVE. This will change your life.
Yeah, that is true. That is really true.
Stephanie says, we are here to stay. We ain't going nowhere, as we say. And Thomas says to you, Collins, you and all the tech pros are making everything very clear. Thank you for everything.
You're not going to be able to go to sleep this morning. There's no way.
There's
You're
no
going to
way you can go.
be ready for noon.
People love you, Collins, for all you've done. You know, just through the months with ONPASSIVE, you have contributed in such a great way to helping people to understand technology. So I think people are just wanting to thank you for what you have done, and you know the OTech pros in general as well.
Yeah.
All
No,
four of you guys. You feed off each other and you feed us, which is
yeah.
incredible.
Mm-hmm.
No, we just want to thank all the founders for those who really believe in ONPASSIVE, you know, because they really do believe and they want to learn. And because they are ready to learn, so we are ready to really tell them and just tell them the truth about ONPASSIVE. That it's not an easy thing, though we are saying it, it's not an easy thing to do. You know, it's massive and it's hard work, really, really hard to put everything together. And we just thank God that most of the founders started realizing it and they're not asking too much questions again. Just say, Mr. Ashmufara, take all the time, do it. Because the worst thing when it comes to technology is when you put it out there and it fails. Some companies, they've tried it, they failed, they never bounce back again. You know?
Yeah, the software in particular, right? They bring out software and it's a failure, and then it doesn't come back again, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't come back again. To even fix it is hard because they didn't really take their time to do it. They didn't look at it and said, okay, what are we going to do? You put it and there's a lot of issues out there. People put their money and they disappeared, not because they really wanted to fail the people, but it's because they didn't take their time. They rush it. So I'm really glad that Mr. Ashmufara took all the time, look at all the loopholes, you know, make sure even when we are growing, sometimes look at it and say, no, there is the necessity to have a data center because you never know. And always say this thing, who has ever failed because they over-prepared?
Nobody.
And when you under-prepared, you can easily fail.
Yeah. And you know, Mr. Mufara is pretty much a perfectionist. He expects really outstanding work. So he gets it out of his employees, and they perform probably, I would guess.
Yeah. And he doesn't really look at, not like he doesn't care about the founders. He doesn't look at our cry as, oh, we are broke, oh, try to do this. No, Mr. Ashford just said, you know what? I want to do something massive. You either wait, or if you want your $97, I'm happy to give you. But I want to take my time because not only the 1.4 million founders, but he is looking at those whose life are depending on ONPASSIVE. The 5.5 billion customers that will come. Some of them, their life will be dependent on ONPASSIVE.
Wow.
You know, so Mr. Ashford is looking at that population. Why do we have to open this and we are underprepared? Have you ever sit back and think if they open ONPASSIVE to the world and 2 billion people hit that platform?
Oh.
Performance issue, everything collapsed because of underprepared.
Crash.
That's it. So you need to create that space, that landing space. So when they come, okay, if they don't come, that 100 of millions come, you know you've prepared for generation. But what if 5 billion people hit that site?
Wow.
And you said, okay, you prepared for 100,000 or 100 million and 5 billion people hit it, or 1 billion people hit it.
That's what separates ONPASSIVE from all the other guys, quote unquote.
Correct, yeah.
We are prepared.
Yeah.
We've examined everything. We've tested everything till we can't test no more.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Test it again anyway. And that's why, okay, it took some time.
Yeah.
Okay, but took some time.
It took some time, yeah. We're talking about not only the founder, talking about images, pictures, you know, customers and, you know, coming in, visitors coming to that site using OConnect, free version, mail. We're talking about hundreds upon hundreds of thousands and millions of people going to one website simultaneously. And we need to have our database structure prepared, you know, our data center prepared to hold this volume. You know, they talk about vulnerability testing and vulnerability and performance, all of those type of things. You need to make sure all of those things are, you know, the stress, the performance, you know, the system is able to hold that volume, that masses. We're talking about cash in, cash out. Those who are coming, cashing their money in, cashing out. Those who are new registration, those who are looking at O Connect, O Mail, O Dex, all of those products, you know, lot and lot of them, you know, simultaneously. We are talking about O Connect, where you will be having about hundreds of millions of meetings running simultaneously. When Mr. Anfa talk about concurrency, you know, running simultaneously. We are having Zoom meeting here in UK. Some people are having Zoom meetings in America, maybe hundreds of meetings, governmental meeting. We are talking about meetings running, and each of that meeting can hold how many participants? We're talking about, you know, 30,000 participants you know, in one go. That's a lot. That's a lot of volume of data coming in. You know, so ONPASSIVE, Mr. Ashmofara, kudos to your tech team because you did it, and we are about to reap the joy of it.
Certainly did it the right way and continues to do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's like when you build a house, your foundation needs to be solid and firm. And if it's not,
Correct.
it doesn't matter how high your house is or your building is, it could just fall to the ground without that firm foundation. So this is what Mr. Mafar has done for us, create a very, very strong foundation.
Correct. Yeah. That's it.
So you were going to stay 10 minutes, and we've been here a little over an hour. Not bad.
Yeah, I was at 10 minutes, and now it's just like the time flies.
I know. He's not going to sleep anyway, honey. You're going to stay.
No, he's ready to go. He's just going to maybe take a shower and be a coffee.
Ready to run.
And let's read some comments. Olga says, this OTEC guru called Collins is amazing. He makes everything so simple in understanding what ONPASSIVE will be doing for us. Thank you very much, brother. You are the best. Right from Botswana.
Botswana. We're global here at RobLynnLive, as you can see.
Yes, and David Wazowski says, this is a great meeting. Collins is on fire, fire, fire. We love it. And we have
Daryl says, stop it, Collins. You painted such a big, clear picture of ONPASSIVE. His head hurt.
That's a good one. And we have Chris Teosen saying, yes, I quickly recall Bob Takusi mentioned in O Winner's webinar a while ago about an ONPASSIVE t-shirt design at its back printing just 97, which was suggested by Collins Mana. Way too cool.
That is cool. I'll order a dozen in every color, please.
Man, that's a good way to start a conversation. You wear it anywhere you go out in public. People are going to say, what the heck is that? And that's when you get to share. It's a beautiful opening. How did you think of that, Collins?
It just came up, just like just thinking about it. I said, what can we say? And you know,
that would be a good one for the O shop, you know.
Yeah, it would be really a good t-shirt, for the O shop. You know, I recall from Peter Rogers when he said when everybody will look at what you've bought and whatever, he has nice house and nice car, when ONPASSIVE bless him with all of these things. And someone came to him and said, how did you acquire all these things? He said it was $97. And they would not believe him. So I said, we have to. He said, how can we make a t-shirt that just $97?
You're lying.
You are lying.
This empire that you have and the helping that you're doing for the entire community comes out $97. I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah.
And we have a comment from a YouTube user. Hello, RobLynn. Hello, Collins. Hello, everyone. I'm enjoying having our tech pro Collins. His positivity is inspiring. I'm in Boynton Beach. Please tell me the event time and address to attend.
I know it's at 11 a.m., 11 to 1, and I can get the address.
It's in the back office, I think.
Oh, it's in the back office.
It should be under
That's
updates.
right.
Yeah.
In the back office and it describes the location in Boynton Beach.
Yes. So check the back office. It should be right there. Yeah. So again, Rob and I decided to stay back. We had planned to go, and our hearts were going, right, honey? We had actually planned to go, but I think it's best that we stay for the corporate webinar. We believe there's some really big news coming,
and the internet is a little bit flaky in Boynton Beach, so we didn't want to take a chance on missing anything. So our hearts are with the folks in Boynton Beach and with the other 1,400,000 around the world. So
Well, we'll definitely watch the recording of the webinar. I want to see, who's there and stuff. And I do have some friends
of the
going.
meet and greet.
Yeah, we have a bunch of deaf, I think 22 deaf founders going, and they'll have an interpreter there. So I was looking forward to seeing them, but it's okay. There'll be other meet and greets, but I believe the corporate webinar is going to be mind blowing. I really think it will be. And Amy Radecki says, thank you, Collins. You are great knowledge of ONPASSIVE.
We didn't even talk about the topic, except we covered the darn topic tonight.
We did.
Together we can do so much.
That's right.
Boom, you hit that on all cylinders.
That's
right.
Wow.
Thank you. Great support for all of us. And we have Karina saying, thank you. Thank you, Lynn and Rob, for being here every night with us. We really appreciate you and all you do. Oh, thank you, Karina.
It's our pleasure. It's our honor.
And there's always a lot of love expressed for Mr. Mafara. And Mr. Mafara watches this. He may not be watching it. He may not be in my YouTube chat, but I can guarantee you he watches it either live or he'll watch the recording. This is a really good time for him to watch. Isn't that right?
Yes.
This is this is when he's working, so I think he enjoys hearing from you. He's always wanted to stay in touch with you, the founders of this company. And this is such a beautiful way of actually hearing directly from you on your thoughts and your feelings. So he really appreciates you, the founders, being here every night. And Santina says, good morning, Collins.
Yeah, it's good morning. True.
What time is it there now?
It's 6 minutes past 5 a.m.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock.
Thank you, YouTube user, for the sticker.
That's the gentleman that's in Boynton Beach. Thank you for doing that.
That's nice. Thank you. User says mahalo means thank you in Hawaiian. Mahalo.
Sounds like someone's from Hawaii.
Yes, definitely.
Hawaii.
And we have Angela. She's a regular here. And she says, thanks, Collins, for who you represent.
Oh, thank you.
And you guys rock, Collins, says Les Hudson.
Oh, and there's one saying, we are cooking with Ash.
That's right. They have a thank you from Brian Pruitt. She says, thank you, Collins. You're always very informative. You are very appreciated.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
And Anne from the Big Island in Hawaii says, you can't even go to a grocery store here on the Big Island without spending over $97.
That's true.
That's true. Really true.
That's right. And Prasad says, boom, boom, new update is coming very soon. Get ready for the Rumble. We are so in it to win it.
Sure.
And Sachi says, thank you, Bro Collins. Lots of gratitude among our people here. And Keto says, I love you, Auntie Lynn, Uncle Rob, and Brother Collins. See how what a
love you right back.
Love you too.
Yep. And then Karina says, I concur, Sister Lynn, about the corporate webinar. I think we're going to hear some big stuff today. You said it's today, right?
Today at noon Eastern Daylight Time. I have to keep her straight on the time clock stuff.
Like it's before midnight or after midnight. Tangala Jolly says, thanks, Collins, for all of your help.
Thank you too.
And
we are all in it to win it.
That's right. Keto says, I love you. I love you, Mr. Ashmafara, and your family. Thank you, Brother Collins, Mana, for your valuable time and information from Kushal Pegu.
Kushal is here every night.
And he's very plugged in founder as well. Asiba Apovo says, hello again, Rob, Lynn, and Collins. How could I get a recording of the personal development team presentation about logistics? Was that the O Media department?
I'm not sure. Well, if you're a founder, you can go to the back office and in the search bar, type that in and it will either come up or not come up.
Yeah. I think he's talking about O Media.
O Media, yeah.
Got it. Karen Carden says, thank you for everything, Collins.
Thank you too.
And Collins, your big smile is contagious.
Thank you.
And Pravin says, Collins, always mind-boggling. Ruben May says, thank you, Collins. Thank you, RobLynn.
Thank
And
you. We appreciate you being here, babe.
Thank you.
Morning.
Asiba says, Mr. Collins, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Alex says, thank you, RobLynnLive, and thank you, Collins, sir.
Thanks.
Olga says, Collins put the RobLynnLive on fire this morning from Botswana.
Olga is here every morning. Thank you, Olga.
He certainly is. And Ava says, so good to see Collins. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Angela says, make sure you get some sleep, Collins. I'm serious. And eat healthy.
I will do.
And Karina says, agree, 3 hugs. Collins has a great smile.
Thank you, Corina.
Yeah, lots of gratitude for you stopping by. You got to stop by more often, Collins, when you're awake anyway.
Yeah.
Sharon Hilton says, thank you, Collins.
Thank you too, Sharon.
Amy Radecki says, love you, RobLynn and Collins. Good night to all.
Good night.
And Dr. Benny says, Brother Collins, you have brought happiness to our CEO regarding the amount of knowledge you have when it comes to SDLC.
Thank you, Dr. Betty. Appreciate you.
And Fortune Miles says, thank you, Brother Collins. We are tapping from your pool of knowledge, listening from Mogadishu.
Wow, thanks. Oh,
We're traveling the world this morning.
Yes,
yeah, the whole world.
you. So much gratitude here. Chris Tiozan says Collins is up ahead of Red for its common UK time. Great to have their valuable time in RobLynnLive. Another informative, fun live streaming.
And Chris is from the Philippines, Collins.
Yeah.
We're 10 after 1 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Roy David says, thank you, Collins, for joining us on this wonderful Rob and Lynn Live. OTech Pros, you guys, is awesome everywhere you are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Roy.
Roy's in Florida, and Jamal says, keep update. Thank you, Lynn and Rob and Collins. We love you guys.
Thank you.
It makes you feel good, right, to be here, Collins. So
Yeah, it's really good to be here.
Dr. Benny says, Olga, you are on point. We all love Brother Collins.
Probably should scroll.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Benny.
Okay, I think we're almost at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, because it's 112 and we're at 111. So we're doing pretty
Not
good.
bad. Not bad.
And
Yeah.
this is we say thank you. And we have Damendra with praying hands. And we have a thank you from Ranjit to you, Collins. Alex loves you. And we have a good night from RobLynn, and thank you, Brother Collins, from
Shaheen.
Shaheen.
All right.
Thank you.
It's hard for Collins to be here, so we really appreciate you staying up this early into the morning.
Thank you, Corina.
Yeah, and David says this channel is always a surprise. We never know who's going to pop in.
That's true.
So it was a nice surprise to have you, Collins. We appreciate you being here. And Gifty's here. Gifty says, thank you, RobLynn, Brother Collins.
All right.
Thank you, Gift. It's 6 a.m. their time.
Yeah.
Germany.
She's up.
Gift is up.
He's in UK, right?
No, in Germany. So it's 6 a.m., 6:13.
It's 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 hours
It's 5
apart.
hours different.
Oh,
Yeah, 5 hours different. Yeah.
wow. And Steve Newell wants to tell you thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Collins.
Thanks.
And Karina says, LOL, Collins.
Thank you. Thank you, Corina.
And we have Daryl saying, thanks, Robin, Lynn, and Collins, for my wife and I in Hanoi, Vietnam.
Thank you.
All right.
And Cynthia says, the background, another winner tonight. Thanks to Mara and Jude. And it's a pleasure.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
We've caught up with the chat, and we've been here for an hour and 15 minutes, which is really good time for us to end. Now we'll wrap up. We want to thank you all for being here, and we want to remind you that the corporate webinar is at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We do recommend that you log in early. I would say, Collins, would you say half an hour at least to log in early, right? Because
yes, half an hour. Yeah.
Because we see that it's really filling up quickly. The last month.
Last month, it's filled up within
20
minutes.
And I see comments from people saying, "Oh, I can't get in. The webinar is full. Remember, the capacity is just 20,000 participants, and we're getting that very, very quickly. So make sure you log in early. Don't wait to get the link that till the thing starts. We recommend that you go to the back office, save the link now, put it in some place special, so that in case the website happens to be down when you want to get in, you don't want to have that, right? So go early, half an hour early, log in, sit there. And if for some reason you get booted out, which happens because Zoom is not able to handle 20,000 very well, right? We see some
Yeah.
ability. So if you happen to get uh, booted out, just come back in again because people come and go. So I would
Yeah.
just keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. Yep.
All righty. Looks like we've come to the fini of the RobLynnLive for this morning. Today is Thursday, the third day of November, the month to remember. And something tells us that today is the day we're going to get some golden nuggets
I
thrown our
really
way.
believe so. Do you think so? Golden Nuggets, Collins?
Yeah, I think so. That Mr. Ashmufara will surprise us with a lot of stuff. I know it will be good, really, really good. Please don't miss. If you're a founder, come with your paper and pen, take a lot of notes because Mr. Ashmufara is always full of surprises. You know, he said no speculation, nothing, just come in and check your back office, wait for update because I believe the update that Mr. Ashmufara will give us will be great, will be massive.
That's for sure.
Come in with an open heart and open mind. Don't come with preconceived expectations because then you won't. If you don't get exactly what you think you're going to get, you'll be disappointed. But
Yeah.
Mr. Farah always over delivers. So just come in with an open heart, open mind, and you will just enjoy the meeting to no end. However long it goes, it might go for a few hours, and I don't mind at all because you get all these gems along the way when you stay for the whole thing.
Correct. Yeah, because when you come in and you listen carefully, you can really see the direction where Mr. Ashmufara is going. But when you come with a preconceived mind, your mind is already crowded and blocked because you already have something you want to hear. And if you don't hear that thing, you go out disappointed. I've been in a situation where a lot of founders called me and said, I didn't get it. I said, why? I said, because I'm really excited and I'm fired up because there's a lot of information there and you can see the direction. And when you start to explain, that's when they'll say, wow, I got it now. Wow. But they came with preconceived mind because they want to hear what they want to hear. And most of the language now have changed. In Mr. Ashmufara's mouth, you don't hear all of those terms, those terms they used to call and all those type of things, all gone. Now, new terminology is there. And if you listen carefully, you plug in, listen carefully when Mr. Ashmufara is dishing out all those words, you will see a lot of information. You get a lot of information. There is no way, if you listen carefully, you will not come out happy. There is no way. You come and you'll be fired up. It's like they've just, in this winter, you don't need heater because Mr. Ashmufara will fire you up.
This is the new happiest place on earth, right here. Disney has nothing on ONPASSIVE.
Disney has nothing on us. That's a good one.
So I guess that's it from here. I guess that's it from UK, unless you have something further there.
And I hope
No, just thank you. I just want to thank all the founders, and I'm really glad and humble, blessed to be with you guys, to share some of this information that will help not only you can also push it down to others who are lacking behind. And the only thing I would say, those who are sleeping as a founder, please wake them up, hold their arms, lead them to the right direction, give them a word of encouragement and say, we are already there and our life is about to change for good. When they hear that, they'll want to see what you are saying and they'll want to look into your eyes and say, tell me, and you can tell them more. Because they will get up in the morning, go log into the back office because the back office, they know they will not see it anymore. They will see something called OBS that will change their life for good. So wake them up and say, the time has come. In a matter of days or weeks ahead, things will be this month. It's a good month. So I just want to wish you and good night to wherever you are, and good morning to the people in Europe. We are so in need to win it.
Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. We had a really good turnout. It was like about close to 200 tonight. Would you say, Hans?
Yep, between 182 and 200 this morning, Colin. So you're
Wow.
good for the ratings, brother.
Yes.
Wow.
And-
I will
and-
do that again.
But gotta take a nap before you come, so you won't suffer.
Yes, like what I did today. I slept a lot, so that's why.
That's good to hear. All right. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you today at the corporate webinar.
And we'll see you tomorrow at midnight with the RobLynnLive. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Collins, and thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.